Hi everybody, it's Andrew Hutchins with you here tonight, and I'm not a doctor. And the topic of today is Anavar a girl steroid? Is it only for girls? Does it not work? Does it just only work for girls or something? Why is it that people think it's only for girls? I mean, it's incredibly hilarious that people think it's a girl steroid, because I know quite a few people that have taken Anavar, not even at big doses, 100 milligrams, that's insane, that's a big dose. I know people that have taken 5 to 30 milligrams of Anavar. I mean, 20 milligrams of Anavar. If you haven't taken steroids before, or maybe even if you have, but people I know that have taken it hadn't taken other steroids before, I mean, their strength went up through the roof, and it allowed them to work out basically every day. I can't work out every day. That's incredible. Do you realize what that means if you go from only being, I don't know if they're the same as me, but for me, if I work out really hard, it takes me about 4 or 5 days to recover. Now, if I could work out every day, that means I could make 5 times more progress in the same amount of time. But actually, it wouldn't even be 5 times more progress. It would be even more, because your central nervous system would still be more used to the exercise. So normally you exercise, the central nervous system gets used to the exercise, and then this is your central nervous system used to the exercise level. And as you're waiting for your next exercise over here, it's going down. And then when you work out again, it goes back up. And that's why if you want to be an Olympic level gymnast, you have to do gymnastics every day. Because if you take even just 1 day off in between your training, your central nervous system is not in that peak used to itness. It's not, you're not going to have that just natural reflex of doing it, just like you're not going to have the natural perfect movement of moving the weight. You could have the same muscle mass, but if your central nervous system isn't used to it, you can't lift nearly as much weight. Lately I've been working out, but then I have to take 10 days, 2 weeks in between workouts. I'm not able to work out at peak condition, because by the time I work out again, my body's already gotten deconditioned to working out. But that's why you want to work out at 2 times a week if you can, because you kind of used to working out. I mean, you are used to working out, but you could be even more used to working out if you're working out every day. I mean, your central nervous system conditioning would just be incredible. So, to sum that up, Anavar allows you to recover very quickly, and that quick recovery allows your central nervous system to raise to a higher state of mind-muscle connection and being used to the exercises, so that you can lift more weight. And when you're lifting more weight, you know what that does? It tears more muscle fibers. You know what that does? It builds more muscle. So you're working out 5 times as much. You're more used to it, your central nervous system is more in tune with the workout, so you can lift more weight, and you're tearing more muscle. So you're working out 5 times more often and tearing more muscle, lifting heavier weights. Does that not sound amazing to you? Does that sound like something only a girl would benefit from? It doesn't to me. The reason I think people think that it's a girl steroid is because girls and women take it, because it's not very androgenic. At lowest doses, it's not going to make them grow a beard, it's not going to make them get a deep voice, it's not going to hopefully make their clit grow too big, all sorts of things. So yeah, Anavar is not going to make you get huge. You're not going to gain water weight on it, and you're not going to pack on 20 pounds of muscle in a month on it, but you will. I mean, your strength will go up a lot, and you will get bigger and harder. I mean, how would you not get stronger, harder, bigger if you're working out 5 times as much, tearing more muscle fibers? It's an amazing steroid. Honestly, even though I don't use steroids, if I look at all of them and I know how they all work, Anavar is the one that stands out to me. That seems like the gem. I mean, it doesn't just seem like the gem, because I know people that have used all these things, and even a guy that had used, let me flip my fish. Even a guy that has used like every steroid on the face of the earth, he's used Tren, Anavar, testosterone, nandrolone, what other? I don't know all the ones he's used, but pretty much everything. I don't think he'd used halotestin, however you want to say it. And I think that's probably like the only one out of the common ones. Of course, there's like a zillion random steroids out there that just haven't been used or tested or known about. But out of the normal ones, he's used like pretty much everything. He can squat like 500 something for 20 reps or so. That's really good. And he said that taking Anavar, now he did take a pretty high dose, 80 milligrams a day. He said that was the best steroid he's ever taken. I mean, that says a lot when someone's used it all. And he says, like, hands down, Anavar wins. But when he was preparing for bodybuilding competitions, he did switch to Dianabol and testosterone. So it's probably reflective of the fact that Anavar is not going to make you really huge, but in terms of strength and just solid gains, it doesn't seem like it can be beat. And in terms of side effects, like, who wants to get huge and have big side effects? Isn't it a lot better to get like less huge and have a lot less side effects? I mean, if you care about your health, it's like, hey, why not take this moderate benefit if it has like very little, like, if you're gonna drive to work, you could go 150 miles per hour if your car can drive that fast, but that's a big risk. Or you could drive 100 miles per hour, and that's a big risk, so it's not the best comparison, but it's a lot less of a risk than 150. Or you could drive 70 miles per hour, a little bit over the speed limit, give yourself a little benefit, or 80 or something, who knows, whatever it is. I'm not recommending speeding, it's dangerous, don't speed. But yeah, you gotta weigh the risk to the reward. You may get there a lot faster, but it's really risky. I mean, do you want to have your kidneys damaged and never able to heal, and you're doing dialysis for I don't know how long every week, and you don't want to mess with your health. You don't want to drop dead of a heart attack when you're 40. So yeah, Anavar is not a girl steroid. It's good for girls to take because it does not have the side effects of masculinization, which is also called virilization, deepening of the voice and facial hair and clit growth. It works very well for men too. It's not going to make you huge. It's not going to make you gain a bunch of water weight. It's not going to make you gain a ton of muscle super quickly. But it's going to make your strength go up a lot, your recovery insanely better, and your mind-muscle connection a lot better. I mean, even on the first day that you take it, it's going to make differences. Oh yeah, that's another thing, but it's another topic for another video. Steroids and drugs don't take weeks or months or whatever people think to kick in. I mean, most of them, like orals, are going to start getting in your bloodstream like 20 minutes after you take it. Get to peak concentrations like an hour after you take it, an hour and a half maybe. Injectable steroids are going to kick in a matter of hours, not weeks. Maybe it will take a whole 1 day. I mean, it shouldn't really, but yeah, it's definitely not going to take 2 weeks, 5 weeks. Stupid. So please like and subscribe and check out my Instagram, nat_true_fit, where you can hire me for coaching, supplement advice, steroid advice, although I can't recommend them because I think there's some sort of legality problems with that. Health advice, nutrition advice, any kind of advice or coaching you want. I can do it, and I'll make sure that you get a lot for your money. So please like and subscribe.